Hey Holly, this is Jenny. I am showing you my XLMiner, which you'll notice on this computer it says XLMiner, but it doesn't say XLMiner platform like what you have. We do not have Risk Solver. So I think the guidebook is so that it covers all of the different ones that you could get, but we only use XLMiner. That's what this textbook uses. So if you'll look, this is the same thing. I'm going to go through each of these so that you can see it's the same drop down that we had and that we used when we were working together. Like here's the transform categorical data when we created dummies. Here's our partition, which right now doesn't make any sense, so it's we don't have any data in there. This is all of the different ones. Here's a logistic regression. And what you kind of need to do is follow along with what you see in your textbook because it uses XLMiner. The other thing that I want to remind you is that you can get your data set. I'm going to bring over the data set here and try to put it in my recording area. I went to www.dataminingbook.com and they have two sets. She has the different files related to the first edition and then the additional files related to the second edition. And the reason why I bring that up, here's the Boston housing, which you can use to go along with the textbook and follow it. So you could download the Boston housing. And I can go ahead and say OK here, and we can see that here's the Boston housing, and I can go, and even though yours says XLMiner platform, it's going to say the same thing. And the reason this doesn't won't let me do anything yet, I have to enable it for editing. So once I enable it for editing and I go into XLMiner, you're going to see that I have my data here and that I can follow along from the textbook. And if you'll recall, when we worked with Toyota, or Corolla, I guess it was, the Honda Corolla, we did the first problem in class together. And you can use that XLMiner platform following along. Essentially what we did is we created some dummy variables. We actually partitioned the data with a standard partition, and we looked at the data. In fact, I think there was some we did some pivot tables and things like that. And so essentially what you need to do is stick with XLMiner, and that should be the route that you want to take. Remember, we went into Chart Wizard and we did some different kinds of charts, and even though that's not covered, ask of you, that's what one of the things I always do is work with you to see this. I don't know this data well enough to know what I should even do here. Let's see, I think it's crime in there, so maybe it's crime and age. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm picking this data here to kind of see if we have any correlation or not. And this is loosely correlated. Not very well, but loosely correlated with age. So anyway, I'll just discard it. This might give you some idea. Don't go too far on reading all those analytic books and all those guidebooks. What you need to do is just follow through what's in the textbook and do the Honda one, because as you do it, you'll start to understand it more. You don't need to understand all those different features of the different platforms. You need to try to understand one first. In fact, we'd never get out of XLMiner. That's what we work in. And so XLMiner, or the XLMiner platform, you're going to still want to work with just the XLMiner. And I know it has the let me go back to this one. I know that this was something that they give us with the quick start guide and the user guide and the constraints and all that. But to be honest, I never really worked with this guide. I looked at the building your first model, so that I could kind of, and I looked at the example so I could get an idea of the kinds of things that this could do. But right now you just need to concentrate on XLMiner. Okay? Thank you.